What's up, guys? I'm live. I got a lot to say in a matter of minutes. Um, I would wait for some more people to come in, but I ain't got time for that. So it'll be all right. They'll watch the replay. So what's up, guys? Welcome to ATP Live. This is a special edition because Ty Peasant, her car isn't working right, so she's trying to get that situated. Damien, I haven't seen where he was yet. Hopefully he'll come eventually. Um, and Max Smurfly joined, but Smurf said he burnt out. So yeah, I understand. I understand. I'm burnt out too. I really am. But I mean, I just can't quit doing what I'm doing. I mean, if I put so much work into this. I mean, so yeah. How you guys doing today? On the bottom of your ticker here, it says, I know this is last minute change. I mean, I had to make another thumbnail. I had to change the name. It was fun doing that. Oh man, but credit to her, she did send me a text an hour in advance, and I didn't see it because I was doing other stuff. And that was supposed to be a fun show too, guys. But hope she get her car fixed. And actually, if she need any help from me, let me know. I noticed my camera quality do look better. I got another camera, so I hope y'all can hear me very well. People are starting to come in. Oh, Twitter, man. What will I do with you sometimes? But anyway, support our comrade Trina. On the bottom of the ticker, her cash app is at King Brian Stein 4. If Damien sees the link I sent him, if he comes in, that'll be a great show. But if he don't, it'll be fine too. Cause I can do this by myself. Ain't no problem. I've been doing this by myself for months now, so you get used to shit pretty quickly. Um, I want to start y'all off with a first. I'm gonna share my screen here, guys. Give me a second. This first one here, man, it's crazy. This opinion piece. Obviously, they claim they got the guy that shot that Brian Thompson. I don't really kind of believe that, but hey, I think well, where the world going these days, man. What to believe? So, I'm gonna share my screen. Let me see. This one. I got a few things to show y'all. Let's prepare y'all. Today ain't too gloomy. Obviously, things happen, shit happens. Things are out of your control. What can you do? You know what I mean? So yeah. I'm not mad. Ah, fucking. Hold on, guys. Fucking paywall. I could avoid this, but I'm gonna go to another one. Give me a second here. Man. Boy, I tell you, New York Times, man, they on that bullshit. Now let me start with this video right quick, guys. I got a video for y'all. See, I wasn't planning to do this by myself today. That's why it's always good to plan ahead of time. And thank you to 37 people that are watching this coming in. I know y'all saying, the superstar at? Again, she's having car trouble. So if she need my help, I told her I can help her in any way and stuff like that. So hopefully this week she'll come back. Hopefully that situation will be solved. So okay, yeah, let's start with this first until I get this New York Times thing straightened out. That opinion piece is crazy, man. It is crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. So yeah, y'all. This is from CNN. Oh God. I'm just gonna play it. Let me see, and I'm gonna react to it. And again, if Damien comes in, that's fine. If he don't, it is what it is. Maybe he forgot. People forget. So, all right, here we go.
United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was gunned down in New York, and that massive manhunt is still underway for his killer in what police are calling a calculated and premeditated attack.
Well, they so-called caught him now, so yeah, that's but I just this article, this video blew my mind.
We have been touched by the huge outpouring of kindness and support in the hours since this horrific crime took place.
But let me say this. Sorry if I'm lagging too, guys. I don't know what that is either. My day. But let me say this. Where was the outpouring of support for people that lost their lives because their insurance claim got denied? Like that, I just, it drives me crazy. I know this is from United Health Group, but this rich bastard dies, and we supposed to have humanity for this guy. Oh my goodness, humanity. Oh, let me continue, man. It's crazy. Let me continue.
But this killing has generated a very different reaction from some on the internet. Just take a look at some of these comments found under a CNN video about this story online.
Wow, CNN. Now look at comments. Let me check it. Let me see what the hell it says, man. Let me see. It says the first one said cause of death, lead poisoning. It was premeditated condition, payout denied. And the second one said this is really sick. This guy is a human being. Wait a second. No, he wasn't. And the other one says to the right says, sorry, my empathy is out of network. Well, they're not wrong. I mean, again, I don't feel sorry for this guy, man. I'm sorry. I don't. I know these are some people on the left, saying, hey, we shouldn't celebrate this guy getting murdered. But I mean, the people who saying that are most likely on the PMC side of things. Like, I got so many stories for y'all about my father and my mom and even me I haven't told about. So I'm going to continue the video.
These are just a few among dozens of hateful comments that we found, including one saying, quote, sorry, my sympathy is out of network. The New York Times writes this, quote, the dark commentary after the death of the 50-year-old insurance executive from Maple Grove, Minnesota, highlighted the anger and frustration over the state of healthcare in America, where those with private insurance often find themselves in Kafkaesque tangles while seeking reimbursement for medical treatment and are often denied.
People reimbursement. A lot of people just don't get the medical treatment at all because, again, people can't afford it out of pocket. That's why we have insurance, right? I thought insurance is, hey, we pay into it, and then if we need help, that's how it's supposed to work, right? That's what I was told. We need help, then they, pay the hospital or clinic or whatnot. But it don't work like that, it turns out. So and United Healthcare denies 30-some% of claims. So yeah, like people are fucking sick and tired of this bullshit. That's what the fuck it is. But let me continue.
And that frustration is something that doctors say they've seen from patients throughout their careers.
I see people when they're at their lowest, when the system has failed them. And I'm frankly not surprised. They feel abandoned. They feel exploited. They feel lied to when it comes to the healthcare system, and especially insurances, because of the things you mentioned, denials, prior authorization, narrow networks, the cost of healthcare. It's been going on and bottling up for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. People are fucking people have their wits end. I mean, I'm at my wits end too, So yeah, and she works with regular people like this woman here, and the CNN, like they don't talk to poor people, they don't talk to working class people, they only talk to the circle of elites. So yeah, when you work around people tell you, yeah, this healthcare system fucking sucks. So all right, let me get back to it.
So our panel's back. Annie Linskey, we're going to be clear here about the tragedy that is Mr. Thompson and his family, right? And set that aside. But what we do see in the wake of this is an outpouring of anger around the way people have been treated by these companies. Now, we're again going to be clear. We are not saying that this justifies any sort of violence at all. But this conversation has really exploded. I mean, my family's talking about it.
Absolutely, mine is too. I mean, of course, vigilante justice is not the answer to the problem. But what I should say is, and this incident and the reaction to it ought to be a wake-up call to this industry, which has, there have been many big, really good investigative pieces about United Healthcare in particular, and the issues that their customers have in getting the healthcare that's promised, getting the responses promised. And if it's not it's not a wake-up call to the industry, it certainly will be to Congress, and they are going to have there will be laws.
In a CNN story that was just published about this, they note that a Facebook post that was put up by United
Congress isn't going to do shit. So I don't know what in the hell that lady talking about. I would say this: if this keeps happening and a lot of CEOs get murked, I would say that, because you got to watch the fuck you say on YouTube, because YouTube and their kindergarten rules, like you can't say this, can't say that. So I'm gonna say murked. So if more CEOs get murked, yeah, I think it's time for a change. It's been time for a change, but yeah. Oh goodness. Let me continue.
United Health Group expressing sadness about the CEO's death. It received 62,000 reactions. 57,000 of them were laughing emojis.
I mean, it's sad to think about, but look at this. I mean, and you're right. Most of these healthcare issues are life or death. And I have a sick dad home in Louisiana, and we go to the doctor all the time, and sometimes we get denied for things, and it doesn't feel good, And so I think people have a personal issue with the way their healthcare has been administered. And I think, to your point, Annie, over the next few weeks, few months, we're going to have a conversation about this. If Congress has to take action, I think they will have to, but we hope that these...
Pass Medicare for all? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, the Congress passed Medicare for all. Yeah, all of this, murking of CEOs and, investors and shit will go away. But, yeah, when they say a conversation, wow, what they have Bernie Sanders to write an amendment, and it gets fucking voted down because most of our fucking Congress is fucking bought by these motherfuckers. So yeah, talking about it isn't gonna fix the problem. You're gonna have to just get a new system.
These private companies can come to the table and be a little bit more consistent in the way they administer healthcare. I think that would be helpful.
United Healthcare has already been the focal point of ire for Congress because it's vertically integrated. They're buying up doctors' offices. They own the largest PBM, which controls the price of prescription drugs in the country. They're the most aggressive on denying claims. I think United Healthcare will get more scrutiny.
And of course, we don't know the motivation yet of this killer.
We know the motivation of what Luigi did. That's his name, Luigi. Yeah, we know what the motivation was. Like, I hate when they said this. Oh, we don't know the motivation. We don't know the motive. Based on the comments and the backlash, like in your brain, like I know it's like the monkey with the symbols. Like apparently you got that in your mind, because if you don't know what the motive is at this point, you just lost.
We just know that these two words were found on these bullet casings. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's that video, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. Oh God. Thank you, 77 people, for watching this. Sorry, y'all. I know y'all wanted to see Tired Peasant, but again, she's not available. I mean, she having car trouble, so she wasn't able to come on. And I'm gonna say this. I always say, man, like. Your personal life is more important than this. So, so I'm glad that hope she get that taken care of quickly as possible, because you need your car. You got to go to work. If you're working class in this country, like you need a car. My job is like 10 miles away from where I live. And, if I don't have a car and none of my coworkers live closely around me, I'm fucked, So yeah. Let me see.
before I get to the next two more stories, then I'm gonna log off because today's been a heavy day for me and up my other comrades. So, all right, guys. My other story is another video, by the way. Let me share my screen. Let me see. It says it's another virus going around. Yeah. Us on the left, the ones that give a fuck about people's livelihoods. Us, we've been telling people mask up, but this is not in the United States. I have to clearly say that because I know people will freak out. No, this is in another country, and typically when viruses and sicknesses in other countries, they always make their way to the U.S. So yeah, y'all. People call me a sheep because I still wear my mask. Today I had a sinus infection, and I took another COVID test today. Maybe because I was saying, fuck, man, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, I had a sinus infection today. I had it the whole weekend, but usually when the weather changes, you start getting migraines and shit like that. So yeah, my first fear was, oh shit, I might got COVID. But I took a COVID test and I was fine. So yeah, I still mask up. I know masking isn't 100%, but it's better than nothing. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, guys. Let me play the video, man. I'm rambling off. Oh wow, 107 people watching. Thank you so much for watching my black ugly ass. Oh God, I'm so stupid, man. I don't usually want to go live because I need to start going live on all my shows. All my shows usually pre-recorded, but yeah, let's play this video, man. It's kind of interesting. To say at least. Let me see. Full screen. Okay, here we go, guys.
A mysterious illness in the Democratic Republic of Congo has killed as many as 143 people within just a 2-week period.
Yeah, local health officials and the World Health Organization are racing to identify the source. So let's talk about this now with Dr. Michael Osterholm. He is the director of the Center for Infectious Disease Research and Policy at the University.
Now, they said mysterious flu-like illness. They thought at first when COVID first hit, people thought COVID was flu-like. So yeah, it's hitting the Congo right now. So, and as I say, Congo is destabilized right now. And when you destabilize, a lot of sicknesses go around, like Gaza. Gaza got a lot of sicknesses and diseases going around because it's destabilized. Gaza is a parking lot. And, when you don't have no hospitals that have electricity or your hospital's bummed down. So, yeah, this should be a cause of concern for the whole world right now because we don't know what this is. I'm not trying to scare anybody watching this. I'm just saying, I just saw this as soon as I was looking it up. So, oh God, man, we still dealing with COVID, RSV, bird flu, H1N1, I think, Mpox. Oh, geez. Let me continue. I know y'all want to watch the video.
University of Minnesota. Doctor, symptoms here include fever, headache, cough, anemia. What does the information tell you about what this disease could be?
Well, first of all, I think there's been a rush to judgment that this is somewhat of a mystery disease. And while, in fact, we don't yet know what's causing it, it's not been because we tried looking for it and found that there was no answer. It's because the lab tests that really needed to be done just weren't done. This was in a remote part of the DRC. And while cases started in late October, we're just now getting the first lab tested.
And I just said, I saw it. Yeah, kill 143 people. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, obviously not good, but yeah, that's why, this is a cause for concern.
Completed. So I suspect actually within the next 24 to 72 hours, we'll probably know what's causing this situation.
But those symptoms that we just listed, normally, doctor, they're not fatal. So why do you suspect they are with this illness?
Well, first of all, you have to understand that a number of the cases are in children. And we know that in this area of the DRC, malnutrition is a real problem in young children.
Yeah, because of destabilization, malnutrition.
So the anemia issue that you raised may have nothing to do with the overall underlying condition of the what's causing the outbreak. In terms of the respiratory-like symptoms that you just mentioned, which sounds like early influenza, it sounds like it could be any number of respiratory illnesses. And I suspect that when the final numbers come in, they're not going to be quite the same we've heard. I've actually have numbers that range from 29 to 179 deaths all since October. So there are now the right health officials on the ground. We're going to know what the real numbers are. We're going to know, is this in fact one single disease, or is it a series of respiratory viruses that may be causing the problem? And again, I come back and just remind us all, I think once we get the lab tests completed this weekend, we're going to know what's causing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a vulnerable population, as you say. There are vulnerable populations.
Yeah, when you malnourish, I just thought about that. When you malnourish, yeah, you are immune compromised because your body's not getting the right nutrients to help your immune system fight diseases. So it could be something that's treatable, but because Congo, parts of the Congo is destabilized, people aren't able to get the treatments, or maybe it's like COVID, a new virus we don't know about. So, I'm not gonna jump to conclusions or none. Just this is important. Like more people need to pay attention to this.
Populations in many parts of the world. So why is this really sparking so much interest?
Well, I think coming off the pandemic, there's a heightened sensitivity to any kind of serious illness that might be occurring in the community. We're seeing it right here in the United States as it relates to avian influenza and H5N1. In this part of the world, we're concerned that if we don't find out quickly what's causing it, could it continue to spread, much like Mpox did 2 years ago, and it continues to spread. And so there was really, I think, a lot of attention paid to this one once it was finally recognized. Remember, this is in a remote area of the DRC. The public health authorities have limited numbers of people working in that area. And so this kind of went on for some time. One piece of information I think that is important for people to understand, if you look at the cases back to early November, late October, you'll see that there hasn't been a big increase in number of cases per week. In other words, it's roughly been about the same number week after week. So there's no evidence that this is explosive or that it's quickly growing in numbers, which is also, again, another reassuring point of information.
So yeah, y'all, hopefully this flu-like illness, hopefully it's nothing. I really hope it's nothing. Hope it's nothing, hope it's nothing serious. Hope it's 143 people lost their lives. That's pretty serious. But I hope I hope they can stop it before it kills more people. So I'll say that. So yeah, y'all. If you watching the video, I'm live this time. I'm not pre-recorded, which I like to do, but going live ain't so bad. Just hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button if you're on YouTube and Rumble. It helps a lot. Man. Okay, this next story I got here is from the New York Times. Let me see. Yeah, the New York Times. Oh man. Make this bigger. Yeah, I'm using a paywall free site. Hell yeah. Motherfuckers won't. Man, you gotta pay for everything in this country, man. Fuck America. Hell. You can't watch it for free. Hell, either when you looking at these articles, either they inject fucking hundreds of ads into your shit, or they'll put a pop-up saying, hey, you gotta subscribe. Fuck that shit. So yeah, let me read this. Let's see. It says this is an opinion piece from this person that looks like a fucking AI generated image. I'm sorry, but she do. I read this before I got on here, but I'm just so sick and tired of humanity police, telling poor people that you shouldn't glorify violence. You should care for this man had a family. Oh, again. millions upon millions of people that claims got denied and possibly died or nearly close to death. Have family and children too, and they're going because United Healthcare decided, and other health insurance companies too, decided to say, hey, let's deny claims and pad our profits. So fuck that. Now it says the rage and glee that followed a CEO's killing should ring all alarms. Oh God. Oh Lord. So basically she's saying, let's justify all violence. Oh God. Oh man. See this one right here, man. Look like an AI generated image. The word, the name is weird. Zeynep Tafiki. Oh God. It started barely minutes after the horrifying news broke that the chief executive of United Healthcare, Brian Thompson, had been fatally shot in Midtown Manhattan. Even before any details were available, the internet was awash in speculation that the company had refused to cover the alleged killer's medical bills, and in debates about whether murder should be a reasonable response. Well, I would say this. I get, when people are fucking sick and tired of being sick and tired, anything is a reasonable response. This guy, Luigi, could have beat the shit out of Brian Thompson. He could have, poisoned him. He could have stabbed him. Anything. I mean, look, I'm a friendly guy. I'm anti-murder, but in this instance, I get why people, justifying it. I get it. It says soon there will be a video of a man in a hoodie, face not visible, walking up behind Thompson and shooting him multiple times, ignoring a woman standing nearby before walking away. Could he be a hitman? Well, he could be a hitman for somebody. Maybe he's a hitman for his family member that claim got denied and died. Who knows? We don't know. We still don't know. Now we know who the guy is, Luigi. They call him allegedly. I really don't know. We really don't know yet, but details are coming out. They said then came the reports that bullet casings bearing around the words delay, deny, and depose were found at the scene. Delay and deny clearly echoes tactics insurers use to avoid paying claims. Well, when you got a bullet casing that says delay, deny, depose, well, that's the motive right there. I mean, why? I mean, until this point, as we're recording this video, why do people saying, "Hey, still don't know the motive yet of the shoot of the killer"? The pose, well, that's the certain forceful removal from a high position. After that, it was an avalanche. Oh God! Now this part right here is crazy. The shooter was compared to John Q, the desperate fictional father who takes the entire emergency room hostage after a health insurance company refuses to cover his son's life-saving transplant in a 2002 film of the same name. Some posted prior authorization needed before tossing press. That's funny. And yeah, John Q didn't kill nobody, but yeah, it is. Yeah, it's about comparison wise. Yeah, but eventually on John Q, they recently did the surgery on the boy, so on John Q's son. So yeah, some post. Yeah, okay, I seen it. Others widely pointed out that the reward for information connected to the murder, $10,000 or less than their annual deductibles. One observer recommended that Thompson be scheduled to see a specialist in a few months, maybe. Yeah, they ate him alive, man. They really did. Social media is undefeated. That's why. Many others went further. They urged people with information about the killing not to share it with the authorities. Names and photos of other health insurance executives floated around. Some of the posts that went most viral, racking up millions of views by celebrating the killing. I can't repeat here. Oh no, yeah. I posted it too. Might as well. Yeah. People need to see the people that are fucking them over every day, taking their money once a month. Either it's coming out of their paycheck or they paying it, as a payment plan. But yeah, it's true that the news with shock value will get some of this response online. After all, trolling, engagement bait, and performance provocation are part of everyday life on digital platforms. I mean, trolling and besides the trolling part, engagement and performative provocation is is a thing. That's what's called social media, being social. Apparently, this NPC bot don't know what that is. But let me continue, man. But this is something different. The rage that people felt at the health insurance industry, and the elation that they expressed seeing it injured was widespread and organic. It was shocking to many that it crossed communities all along the political spectrum and took hold to countless divergent cultural clusters. Even on Facebook, a platform where people do not commonly hide beyond pseudonyms, the sober announcement, yeah, I've seen this, by United Health Group that it was deeply saddened and shocked by the passing of our dear friend and colleague was met with as of this writing. 80,000 reactions, 75 of them was the haha emoji. Facebook is kind of more right-wingish, but older people. But yeah, Granny can't get a fucking crown in her, a cap on her tooth because United Healthcare denied it. My mom, for example. Yeah, I laughed too. Politicians offering boilerplate condolences were escalated. Some responses came in the form of personal testimony. I don't condone murder, many started, but before describing horrible ordeals that health insurance companies have put them through. On a prominent Reddit forum from medical professionals, one of the most upvoted comments was a parody rejection letter. After a careful review of the claim submitted for emergency services on December 4th, 2024, it read, a claim was denied because you failed to obtain prior authorization before seeking care for the gunshot wound to your chest. Just a few days earlier, the forum had been a place where people debated on the side effects of Flormex and best medical condolences. Oh, God. I've been studying social media for a long time, and I can't think of any other incident when a murder in this country has been so openly celebrated. You forgot about Bin Laden, right? Apparently this person did. Yeah. I remember that, especially on Facebook at the time when I was on Facebook back then. Yeah. But okay. The conditions that gave rise to this outpouring of anger are in some ways specific to fortunes and has succeeded in leveraging personal riches into untold political influence. Wow. Oh, gee, really? New communication platforms allow millions of strangers around the world to converse in real time. Duh. Okay, this person don't know what social media is. I'm gonna skip this part, man, because he's talking about Gilded Age and all that shit. Let me see. A recent Reuters investigation identified at least 300 cases of political violence since the 2021 assault on the Capitol, which is described as the biggest and most sustained increase in U.S. political violence since the 70s. Oh, God. January 6th. Wow. They're comparing a guy shooting Brian Thompson to what happened on the Capitol, and nobody was, well, a couple of fucking, rogue people was killed, but no no government officials were killed. A 2023 poll showed that the number of Americans who agree with the statement American patriots had the result of violence in order to say the country was taken up armingly. And the fraying of the social contract is getting worse. Americans express less and less trust in any institution. Oh, no shit. No shit. Right here. No shit. Yeah, our institutions have failed us time and time again. Like, for example, we thought Justice Democrats was a way out of changing the Democratic Party, but AOC and others decided to go along and get along. So most of us was done with the Democratic Party. And yeah, our institutions are fucking shit. Substantial majorities of people say that government, business leaders, and the media are purposely misleading them, in striking contrast to older generations. The majority of young people say they do not believe that the American dream is achievable anymore. The health insurance industry like to cite polls that show overall satisfaction, but those numbers go down when people are sick and learn what their insurancer is and not willing to do for them. Yeah, when you actually need your fucking insurance for treatment and they deny your claim or they need prior authorization, yeah, and you don't get it, the help, yeah, of course it's gonna go down. Duh. Yeah, when you don't need it, you might feel neutral about it. Yeah, I got it, and they overcharge you, but again, okay. Things are much better now than the 19th century, but there is a similarity to the trajectory in the mood to the expression of deep powerlessness and alienation. Now, however, the country is awash of powerful guns and some of the new technologies that will be deployed to help preserve order and cut both ways. Thompson's killer apparently knew exactly where to find his target and exactly what time. Yeah, no evidence has emerged that he had access to digital tracking data, but that information is out there on the market. Yeah, I mean, CIA and the FBI, NSA spies on us every fucking day. So, I mean, surprise! Wow, like yeah, people can track you. Like when you protesting, sometimes they can ping your damn phone. How long before easily built artificial intelligence powered drones equipped with facial recognition cameras rather than hoodie men with backpacks see targets in cities and towns? And that's another thing too why they want to ban masks, because when you protesting, for example, you have a mask on, they can't identify you. Versus if you, they can identify you, but again, let me continue. The turbulence and violence of the Gilded Age gave way to many comprehensive social reform. The nation built a social safety net, expanded public education, and reacted regulations and infrastructure that greatly improved the health and well-being of all Americans. Those reforms weren't perfect, but they aren't the reason violence eventually receded, though even entirely disappeared, but they moved us forward. The concentration of extreme wealth in the United States has recently surpassed of the Gilded Age, and will among politicians to push for broad public solutions appear to have all but vanished. I mean, my thing is this. See, like this person not getting the point. It's not. Oh God. Let me see. Let's see. We still don't know who killed Brian Thompson or what motive was. Whatever facts will eventually emerge. We found out it's Luigi. The anger has laid bare and still be real. And what we glimpse should ring the alarm bell. Oh, really? Should it ring the alarm bells? Yeah, for fucking CEOs. Yeah, CEOs should be fucking scared right now. Like, if you're a CEO of a health insurance company, yeah, my thing is, yeah, because people are fed the fuck up. Just that plain and simple. So I got one more story. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, got one more story for you guys. It's from Fortune. It says, oh yeah, before I read this, y'all, please like the video if you're watching this on YouTube and Rumble. Thank you very much. Got a good bit of people watching. I appreciate it. Everybody has decided to watch my ass tonight. I know it's supposed to be a different show, but shit happens. It's out of your control. So it says the killing of a top health executive has set the business world on edge as police search for answers. Well, apparently this was December the 6th. Well, they so-called got the guy that did it, Luigi. So, but let me make this bigger for y'all. I know y'all can't see this well. Let me see. Make this bigger. Make this a little bit bigger. Okay. There we go. Brian Thompson, the 50-year-old CEO of United Healthcare, had a short walk to his presumed destination early Wednesday morning, the Hilton Hotel in Midtown Manhattan, where his company was holding its annual investors conference. Yeah, having a conference to, find more ways to fuck over people. Of course, the executive who lived in a suburb near his company's Minneapolis area headquarters was staying at a hotel across the street, according to reports. Apparently walking alone, at 6:46 a.m., he was just seconds away from one of the Hilton entrances on West 54th Street when Luigi approached him holding a long handgun shot Thompson several times from behind and swiftly crossed the street and entered an alleyway next to New York's famous Ziggurat Theater. Yeah, we know who the guy is. And it said after the weapon appeared to malfunction, he quickly cleared the jam and continued to fire. Fleeing on foot, he transferred to an e-bike and rode up 6th Avenue into Central Park, the police would later discover. Thompson was left collapsed on the sidewalk. Officers from the NYPD gave him CPR as they waited for an ambulance. The CO taken to Roosevelt Hospital where he was pronounced dead less than 30 minutes later. Police sources had determined that the shooter had arrived in New York from Atlanta by bus last month, according to ABC News, and checked into a local hotel. It's a hostel at the end of November. Authorities searched at the hotel in Manhattan on Thursday. And most notably, police have released photos of a person of interest that shows a man full face. He is pictured smiling, wearing a khaki-colored hoodie and a jacket. That do not look. I've seen that picture. That do not look like him. But okay, this does not appear to be a random act of violence. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said Wednesday. She added that it was a brazen targeted attack, a horrible realization. Inside the Hilton Hotel that morning, the company's day-long investors conference for 2024, called the IC24, began as normal around 8 a.m. It says, damn, that's crazy. The CEO died and they still went on with it, man. Shit. Man, that shows you right there. They don't care nothing about they all care about money. They don't care about nobody else but money. Profit. United Health Group CEO Andrew Whitty gave opening remarks at one of the conference's presentation rooms. Michael Ha, a Bird stock analyst, told the New York Times. But news about the shooting soon began to circulate, according to another investor who's in the third floor conference room where attendees had gathered, who asked to have his name withheld. People were sitting in chairs, many at their laptops, when early headlines about the shooting began to appear. Others were following the story on their phones. Audience members were starting to look around and chat with one another, trying to piece together what they were reading. The investor told Fortune about 10 minutes later, Whitty appeared on stage and canceled an event citing a medical emergency. As the crowd slowly realized what had happened, people began to get emotional and leave the room. He was a stand-up guy, a good dude. He was not a good dude. He was a bad dude, man. A bad dude that fucked over people too fucking long, the investor said of Thompson. I never met anyone who had anything to say bad about him. Yeah. Anybody? Yeah, this guy is making investors money. Of course, he ain't got nothing bad to say about him. But oh God, man, I hate these articles, man. He had met Thompson several times at investor dinners on the eves of past conferences. He explained it was in disbelief. He would have been one of those dinners last night. Signs for the IC24 event were still standing in the Hilton lobby at 10 a.m. until organizers swooped in to grab several and stowed them under her arm on the third floor. Only a handful of attendees were wearing their lanyards, lingering, making calls next to their luggage. Outside, police closed access to the West 54 block where Thompson was slain and directed pedestrians around the police tape through the hotel's parking entrance. And on 6th Avenue, solemn-faced executive and Blue shook their heads no to reporters while they waited for drivers. Other executives were ushered out to the street into Black Suburban. Oh God. It says United Health Group issued a statement about Thompson's death before noon. We are deeply this is the one that got 75,000 ha-has. Emojis, yeah. We are sadly in shock at the passing of our dear friend and colleague Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Brian was highly respected. Okay. Yeah, I want to read about his life. Fuck that shit. Let me see. It says here a complicated reaction. In tributes posted online, several colleagues and Wall Street professionals who knew Thompson commented on his affability. Justin Lake, an analyst at Wolf Research, wrote in a note to clients that thousands of people have been touched by Thompson's good nature. BT had been a good friend, a colleague of nearly 20 years, and over that time, I watched as he climbed the ranks of UNH while earning the respect and admiration of everybody occupying his orbit, he wrote. Matt Bowen, who's LinkedIn, and previously worked at the United Health Group, wrote, Gloria Thompson, his investment buddies gonna write good things about him. He toggled between his leadership and role and relatable Joe as effectively and easily as anyone I've encountered professionally. Okay. The backlash. Now, this is what I want to get to. Fuck the other shit, all that nicely worded shit. Oh God, I hate these corporate media sites, man. As shock ricocheted throughout the business community and prominent politicians, including Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar, Tim Walz, Public Moore Thompson. Yeah, pretty sure he gave them donor money. A backlash against United Healthcare and insurance in business more broadly was also taking shape. American health insurance companies often target from customer fears over rising fees, denied claims for virtual healthcare, and opaque business practices. Yeah, no shit. Data from personal finance platform Value Penguin showed that United Healthcare denied 32%. Hold on, guys. 32% of claims compared to the industry average of 16%. 16% too motherfucking high, but 32% of claims. Yeah, of course. People hate health insurance companies. Last year, a class action lawsuit filed in a federal court in Minnesota also charged the company to use artificial intelligence. This is what I'm talking about. Artificial intelligence to turn down 90% of health insurance claims before those decisions could be overturned upon appeal. Lawyers for the United Healthcare urged that the plaintiffs fail to exhaust the executive administration appeal process set by the Medicare Act. Yeah, that's just fucking excuses. Come on, really. And requested that the case be dismissed. Health industry news site Stat report that Medicare's appeals process is backlogged and that completing that process can take years and be a drain on finances. It's all about finances. All about the profit. It says the detail found its way into several scorn messages about Thompson killing on social media. On X and LinkedIn, users wrote that they mourn not for Thompson, but for the people who have had their insurance claim denied, and shared personal histories about their struggles with a sick family member and the company's response. It says that animosity towards the insurer has fueled speculation as to the insurer's motive for killing Thompson. Among the clues gathered by the NYPD were words inscribed on 3 bullets found near the crime scene. Denied defend opposed. The words were similar to the title of the book about the insurance company ethically suspect practices and allow companies to rake in billions by finding reasons not to cover medical treatment for paying customers. Executive safety fears. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's getting real now. There are still more questions about the incident than answers, and updates to the killing are trickling by the hour. The attack was prompted new fears about executive safety and seems to confirm the thinking behind the trend over the past few years of spending more money to protect top business leaders. Oh God. Let me see. Yeah, talking about these fucking psychopath Elon Musk, and it cost their company millions of dollars. Yeah. It says we don't know the motivation. Yeah, you do. Certainly, if it's personal motivation, that changes the landscape a bit. I know it too. Glenn Corsina, president of the Enhanced Protection Services Division at Allied Universal, a security services company, told Fortune, if it was motivated by the business that they're in, the healthcare business or anything that could be related, then certainly that's a wake-up call to a lot of CEOs and executives traveling throughout the country and the world. It says, Dennis Franks, a retired FBI special agent and vice president of the Texas-based Boyles Group, who provided security for executives as some of the largest, told Fortune it's not surprised at all that he didn't have security with him. But the crazy thing about that is that his wife said, Brian Thompson's wife said that this guy had been receiving death threats. So if you have been receiving death threats, I mean, don't you think you should have protection, right? Like, okay, let me read some more. Read this. Looking ahead, United Healthcare has not revealed who is running the company in wake of Williams shooting and directed Fortune to updated statement about the crisis when asked about succession plans. Our priorities are first and foremost upon Bride's family shooting. Yeah. So that's about it, guys. God, 100 people watching this. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, this was coming. I mean, if you're getting death threats, maybe it was probably about the same guy. He just took matters in his own hands. So yeah. So that's the show, guys. Sorry for, I know earlier I posted, who's supposed to be on the show, but shit happened. Damien couldn't come for some reason. I don't know. He'll probably tell me later on. Damien himself going through personal issues as well, so that's why y'all been seeing me a lot on here. And, I don't know what the future brings. Y'all will see a lot more of me. So when I go live, I don't know. I kind of like doing these pre-recorded because, I can find more stories to talk about. And thank you to 171 people watching. I really appreciate it. Twitter for some reason has been suppressing my view count on when I go live. I know why, but apparently they're not anymore. So yeah, y'all. About to head up out of here. Before you leave, give the video a like. Support our Conrad Trina on Cash App. And that's all I gotta say, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all guys on the next one.